Anna and Bilal had always dreamed of starting a family. After months of waiting, their dream finally came true when their baby girl Zara was born. She had soft brown eyes, tiny fingers, and a smile that could brighten anyone's day. Anna and Bilal wanted everything to be perfect for Zara. They made sure the nursery was cozy, painting the walls a soft yellow and filling it with toys and books. A comfortable crib sat near the window, where sunlight would warm Zara in the mornings. Max, their German shepherd, had been part of the family for several years. He was a large dog with a strong build, but he had a gentle heart. Max was smart, loyal, and loved attention, but most of all, he loved his family. Ever since Zara was born, Max had become unusually protective of her. He would sit by the crib, sniffing the baby, and sometimes gently resting his head on the crib's edge. Anna and Bilal found it both sweet and amusing. One evening, after a long day at work and caring for Zara, Anna felt exhausted. She carefully picked Zara from her bassinet in the living room and carried her to the nursery. The little girl yawned and stretched her tiny arms. Anna placed her in the crib, making sure her blanket was tucked around her comfortably. Max followed Anna into the nursery, his paws making soft thuds on the wooden floor. He circled the crib once and then sat beside it, looking at Zara intently. Anna laughed softly. "You really love her, don't you, Max?" she said. Max wagged his tail, letting out a soft whine as if he were agreeing. Anna kissed Zara on the forehead and stepped out of the nursery, leaving Max behind. She thought Max would relax and rest in another part of the house. But to her surprise, when she checked a few minutes later, Max was still in the nursery, sitting perfectly still by the crib. Bilal, who had just returned from work, noticed Max's unusual behavior. He crouched near the dog and spoke gently. "Come on, Max, let's go. You can rest in the living room." Max did not budge. His ears were pointed forward, and his eyes were fixed on a corner near the window. He let out a low, warning growl. It was not a growl of anger, but one of alertness and caution. Anna frowned. "He has never done this before," she said. "Why won't he leave the room?" Bilal shrugged. "Maybe he just wants to stay close to Zara. Puppies can be protective." They decided to leave Max for the night, hoping he would calm down eventually. However, every time they peeked in, Max was still in the same spot. He would follow Zara's movements, his head tilting as he watched her eyes and his ears flicking at the slightest sound. That night, Anna and Bilal could not sleep. Something about Max's behavior felt different. It was as if he sensed something they could not. They had raised Max since he was a puppy, and they knew his instincts were strong, but this was more than usual protectiveness. The next morning, Anna checked Zara while she was asleep. Max was still in the nursery, lying near the crib but never leaving. When Anna tried to gently encourage him to go outside, he stood up and barked softly, a bark that made Anna pause. It was clear that Max did not want anyone else near the crib. Bilal joined her. "This is getting strange," he said. "Dogs usually follow commands. Max obeys us most of the time. But right now he won't move for anything." Anna nodded, her mind racing. She loved Max, but the tension in the room made her uneasy. She had heard stories of animals sensing danger or unusual situations, but she had never experienced it herself. To be safe, Anna suggested they check the baby monitor cameras. They had installed cameras in every corner of the house after Zara was born. Normally, they used them to see when Zara needed feeding or to check if she had woken up during the night. Now Anna felt it was important to see what Max was seeing or sensing in the nursery. Bilal agreed, and they set up their laptop in the living room. The camera showed Zara peacefully asleep in her crib, swaddled in her soft blanket. Max was sitting close, still staring at the corner near the window. Anna leaned closer, focusing on what Max was fixated on. Suddenly, she noticed a small shadow move near the corner. It was almost imperceptible, but it shifted as if something had just passed by. Anna's heart beat faster. "Did you see that?" she whispered. Bilal leaned in, his eyes wide. "I think I did. But what could it be?" They watched the screen carefully. Max remained alert, his ears twitching, his body stiff. Then very clearly, a door behind the curtain which they thought led to storage moved slightly. It had been closed before, but now it seemed ajar. Anna and Bilal looked at each other in disbelief. The storage door was never supposed to move on its own. "Maybe it's just the wind?" Bilal said, though his voice lacked conviction. Anna shook her head. No, that was not the wind. Max would not react like that if it was just wind. Something is wrong. The couple decided to investigate carefully. Anna picked up a small flashlight while Bilal grabbed a simple household tool. They approached the nursery slowly, Max walking ahead of them like a silent guardian. As they neared the corner, Max growled softly again. This time, his growl was stronger, more urgent. Anna could feel the hair on her arm stand up. She had never heard Max sound so serious before. Bilal reached for the door and slowly pushed it open. Behind it was a small, dark room they had never noticed before. It seemed old, almost forgotten. There was nothing obviously threatening inside, just old furniture covered with dust and cobwebs. Anna breathed a sigh of relief. "Maybe Max was just curious," she said softly. But before she could finish, Max barked sharply and ran to the far side of the room, his fur standing on end. Anna and Bilal followed the dog with caution. Max stopped near a small window at the back and began scratching at the floor. The couple looked closer and realized there was a small hatch under the window, partially hidden by the dust and shadows. Bilal knelt down and tried to open it, but it was stuck. Max pawed at it persistently, barking loudly, as if demanding them to act quickly. Anna felt a cold chill run down her spine. Something about Max's urgency felt real. "Maybe we should call someone," Anna said. "This is not normal," Bilal nodded. "Yes, maybe the police can check. Max might be sensing something dangerous that we cannot see." Anna quickly grabbed her phone and called the local authorities. She explained the situation calmly but with urgency, mentioning Max's unusual behavior and the hidden hatch in the nursery. The officer on the line assured them they would send someone immediately to check. While they waited, Max did not leave Zara's side. He lay on the floor, eyes never leaving the crib or the small hatch behind him. Anna sat beside the dog, stroking his head gently. "Good boy, Max. Thank you for protecting her," she whispered. Bilal stood near the door, peeking through the peephole, anxious for any sign of help. He felt a mix of fear and gratitude for Max. The dog's instincts were remarkable, and he seemed to understand the importance of protecting Zara in a way humans could not. Soon, police officers arrived. They entered the nursery carefully, guided by Anna and Bilal. Max growled once but allowed them to proceed. One of the officers examined the hatch and managed to open it fully. Behind it was a small hidden storage area that had been sealed for years. There was nothing immediately threatening, but it was clear that someone had tampered with it recently. Anna and Bilal exchanged glances, realizing that Max's behavior had prevented them from discovering this on their own. His loyalty and alertness had kept Zara safe. That night, after the officers finished their investigation, Max lay beside the crib, still watching over Zara. Anna and Bilal felt a deep sense of gratitude for their German shepherd. They knew that without Max, they might never have discovered the hidden room or the possible danger it held. From that day on, Max became more than just a family pet. He was a guardian, a protector, and a hero in their eyes. Anna and Bilal often told friends and neighbors about his bravery, always emphasizing how animals sometimes see what humans cannot. Zara grew up knowing Max as her first friend, always safe by her side, and Anna and Bilal never forgot the night their loyal dog refused to leave her room. It was a night that reminded them of the extraordinary bond between humans and animals, a bond that could protect, warn, and love in ways that words could never fully capture. The next morning, Anna woke early, as usual, to check on Zara. Max was already awake, lying beside the crib, eyes alert and focused. His ears twitched at every small sound. The faint creak of the floorboards, the soft whistle of the wind outside, and the occasional rustle of leaves against the window. Anna gently picked up Zara, who was yawning and stretching, and carried her to the living room. Max followed closely, never leaving their side. Bilal joined them with a cup of tea, looking tired but relieved after the previous night's events. "I cannot believe how smart Max was," he said, pouring tea for Anna. "He stayed there all night and made sure nothing happened to Zara. He really sensed something." Anna nodded, smiling but still worried. "Yes, but what if it wasn't just curiosity? What if there really was something dangerous hidden in that room?" Bilal sighed. "The police checked last night. They didn't find anything harmful, just an old storage space. But I agree, Max's behavior was unusual. He doesn't act like that unless he senses something." After breakfast, Anna decided to review the security footage from the nursery cameras. She wanted to see exactly what Max had seen and why he had refused to leave Zara's side. The couple sat together in the living room, laptop on the table, with Zara safely in her baby seat nearby. The first few hours of footage showed nothing unusual. Max was calm watching Zara sleep. Then around 8:15 p.m., something small moved near the corner of the nursery, the same corner Max had been fixated on. Anna paused the video. A tiny shadow had shifted near the hidden hatch. It wasn't a person, but it moved in a way that did not seem natural. Bilal leaned closer, his brow furrowed. "What is that? Could it be an animal?" Anna shook her head. "I don't think so. We don't have any other pets and nothing could fit in that small space except maybe someone sneaky trying to hide. But that seems impossible." The house has been empty for weeks. As they watched, Max's instincts from the previous night made sense. He had sensed something out of place, something unusual, that they had not noticed until now. Anna felt a shiver run down her spine. The house that had seemed safe suddenly felt mysterious, as if it was hiding secrets. The couple decided to explore the hidden room more carefully. They waited until Zara was napping and then, with Max leading the way, approached the nursery. Max's nose twitched and his tail held high, alert and ready. Anna carefully moved the crib aside and Bilal opened the hatch fully. Inside the hidden room there were old furniture pieces covered in sheets. A small wooden chest sat in the corner, dusty but intact. Anna and Bilal exchanged glances. "I wonder what's inside," Anna whispered. Bilal nodded. "We should open it carefully." They lifted the lid slowly, revealing old papers, a few antique items, and a small locked box. The papers were yellowed with age, some written in old handwriting, some typed. Anna picked up a paper and read aloud. It appeared to be letters from a previous owner of the house, discussing personal matters, finances, and some plans for the property. Nothing seemed threatening, but the letters suggested that the house had been abandoned for many years before Anna and Bilal moved in. The small locked box caught their attention next. Bilal tried to open it, but it had a simple keyhole and no obvious way to break it open. Max barked once and pawed at the box, almost as if encouraging them to find a way to unlock it. Anna felt a mix of curiosity and nervousness. "Max seems very interested in this box. Maybe there's something important inside." Bilal smiled. "Maybe, but let's be careful. We don't know what could be inside." They decided to keep the box in a safe place and contacted a locksmith to open it the next day. While waiting, they continued to explore the hidden room. There were signs that the space had been used to store personal items for many years. Old furniture, a small table, and a few shelves with books were stacked neatly. It was strange that this room had remained hidden for so long in a house that they thought they knew completely. Max remained alert the entire time, moving from corner to corner, sniffing and listening. He seemed to understand that this room was special, and his behavior was calm but watchful. Anna could not help but feel amazed by how protective and intelligent he was. Later that afternoon, Anna decided to clean the nursery. Max stayed close, following every movement. When Anna reached the corner near the hidden hatch, Max sat firmly, blocking her way. He let out a soft growl, not aggressive but firm. Anna paused. She understood the message. Max did not want her near that corner without Bilal or some protection. It was clear that he trusted them to be careful, but he was ready to act if needed. Bilal returned from running errands and was surprised to see Max guarding the corner. Anna explained what had happened. Bilal nodded, impressed by the dog's instincts. "I think Max is teaching us to respect this space," he said. "There is something here that we cannot fully understand yet." That evening, the locksmith arrived. He carefully examined the small locked box, using his tools to open it without damaging the contents. Max sat quietly beside the couple, watching every movement. After a few minutes, the box clicked open. Inside, they found a collection of old photographs, small jewelry pieces, and more letters. The photographs showed a family that had lived in the house decades ago. They were smiling, celebrating birthdays, and enjoying family moments. It was fascinating to see the history of the house and the people who had lived there. Among the letters was one that caught Anna's attention. It was written in hurried handwriting and mentioned someone trying to gain access to the house without permission. The letter warned that the family had hidden certain belongings in a small room for safety. Anna's heart raced. Max's behavior suddenly made sense. The dog had sensed the unusual energy left behind, something humans could not feel, and had instinctively protected Zara from any potential threat. Bilal looked at Anna, surprised. Max really saved us from discovering this room without knowing what was inside. He protected Zara before we even understood the danger. Anna hugged Max, tears in her eyes. Thank you, Max. You are more than a dog. You are our guardian angel. That night, Anna and Bilal placed the photographs and letters in a safe spot. Max lay beside the crib as usual, keeping watch over Zara. Anna and Bilal realized that their house was not just a home, but a place full of hidden stories and memories. And Max was the protector who ensured that their little girl remained safe in a world they could not fully understand. The following days were quiet, but filled with curiosity. Anna and Bilal researched the previous owners and discovered that the house had been abandoned after the family moved away unexpectedly. Nothing threatening had happened, but the house retained a sense of mystery. Max's instincts had guided them to the hidden room before they unknowingly disturbed anything that might have been unstable or unsafe. Anna and Bilal often marveled at Max's intelligence and loyalty. He was more than a pet. He was part of the family in a way that words could not fully describe. They made sure to show him love and appreciation every day, knowing that his watchful eyes had kept their daughter safe when they could not. Zara grew up in the nursery with Max by her side. Every time she crawled or played near the crib, Max was there, gentle and protective. Anna and Bilal shared the story of that mysterious night with close friends and family, always emphasizing Max's extraordinary instincts and the bond they shared with him. They never forgot the lessons of trust, patience, and understanding that Max had taught them. Their German shepherd had shown them that sometimes protection comes in quiet ways, through watchful eyes, gentle nudges, and unwavering loyalty. Max was their hero, and he had proved it in the most unexpected and remarkable way. Life in the house returned to a sense of calm after the discovery of the hidden room. Anna and Bilal felt relief, knowing that Max had protected Zara and helped them uncover a piece of the house's history. Yet despite the peaceful days, a small curiosity remained in their minds. The letters and photographs were fascinating, but there was still a question lingering. Why had Max sensed danger when at first glance, nothing seemed threatening? One afternoon, Anna sat in the living room, Zara on her lap, gently rocking her while reading one of the old letters. Bilal was nearby, organizing the photographs from the box. Max lay at their feet, alert but calm, occasionally lifting his head to watch Zara with loving eyes. Anna read aloud from a letter written decades ago. Be cautious of anyone entering the house without warning. The items in the hidden room are of personal value and must remain safe. Trust no one outside the family. Anna paused, looking at Bilal. This letter is strange. It doesn't say anything dangerous happened, yet they were clearly worried about the safety of the room. Bilal nodded thoughtfully. Maybe they were protective of their belongings. It could be valuable items or maybe something sentimental. But Max reacting so strongly, it's like he could feel something beyond just the letters or the objects themselves. That evening after dinner, Anna checked on Zara in the nursery. Max followed as always, sitting by the crib and keeping a close watch. Anna noticed how Max's ears twitched every time a small noise echoed from the hallway or outside the window. It was almost as if he could sense things beyond what humans could notice. As she adjusted Zara's blanket, Anna heard a faint sound coming from the hidden room. It was soft, barely audible, like the whisper of a page turning or a light tap. Max immediately perked up, growling softly, not aggressively, but with a serious tone. Anna froze. The sound was subtle, but Max's reaction told her that something unusual had occurred. Bilal joined her in the nursery. Did you hear that? He asked quietly. Yes, Anna whispered. It's coming from the hidden room. Max seems to be alert. Let's check carefully. They entered the hidden room with Max leading the way, his body tense and attentive. The room looked the same as it had when they had opened the box. Old furniture, photographs, letters, and the small locked chest, now empty after the locksmith had opened it. Suddenly, Max ran to the far corner near the small window and pawed at the floor. Anna crouched beside him. She noticed that the floorboards in that area were slightly uneven, as if something was beneath them. Max barked once and sat back on his haunches, eyes fixed on the spot. Bilal knelt and examined the floorboard. It seemed as though there was another compartment, smaller than the first, hidden beneath the floor. I think Max is showing us another secret, he said in a hushed tone. We need to be very careful. Anna nodded, her heart racing. She realized that their house still held secrets and that Max was the key to discovering them safely. Together, they carefully lifted the floorboard, revealing a small, narrow space. Inside, there were old envelopes sealed tightly and a few delicate trinkets wrapped in cloth. Anna picked up one envelope and opened it. The handwriting was faded, but it was clear enough to read. The letter spoke of the family's memories, important events, and personal treasures hidden to protect them. One letter mentioned, "Keep these items safe. They tell our story. Do not allow anyone to misuse them." Bilal looked at Anna, impressed. Max's instincts were right. There was more here than we realized. He sensed that this room needed protection. Anna carefully placed the letters and trinkets on a table, sorting them with care. She realized that each piece told a story, small glimpses of a family who had lived in the house long ago. It was fascinating and emotional to see these items preserved, almost like a message from the past. As the evening grew darker, the couple continued exploring. They discovered that some of the items were old keys, photographs of neighbors, and personal notes describing everyday life. Max stayed alert, occasionally sniffing a corner or tilting his head as if listening for sounds that Anna and Bilal could not hear. Suddenly, Max barked sharply and ran to the nursery door. Anna and Bilal exchanged worried glances. Max was not barking at them, but at the hallway outside. They followed him cautiously, keeping Zara close. In the hallway, there was nothing visible, only the soft glow of the lamp reflecting on the walls. Max sniffed the air and growled softly. It was clear to Anna and Bilal that Max was sensing something unusual again. They realized that Max's instincts were not only about the hidden room, but also about protecting Zara from any possible unseen danger. Anna stroked Max's head. "Good boy, Max, you're keeping us safe. I don't know how you know, but I trust you," Bilal agreed. "We have never seen a dog like this. Max is extraordinary." That night, Anna and Bilal decided to keep Zara's nursery organized and secure, while continuing to explore the hidden room cautiously during the day. Max remained a constant presence, watching over Zara, alert to every sound and movement. Days passed, and Anna and Bilal began cataloging the items from the hidden room. Each day brought new discoveries, small notes, drawings, and even a few toys that had belonged to the previous family. Anna noticed that the letters often mentioned kindness, protection, and care for loved ones. It seemed the family had valued these principles deeply, and Max somehow understood the importance of preserving them. One afternoon, while reviewing a set of photographs, Anna noticed something intriguing. A picture of the house showed a small figure standing near the hidden window in the background. The figure was barely visible, but Anna could tell it was a person, possibly from the past, standing watch near the secret room. Bilal examined the photo closely. It looks like someone was guarding the house, or at least watching over it. Maybe that is why the previous family was so protective of this room. They wanted to keep their memories and belongings safe. Anna smiled softly, and now Max is doing the same for Zara. He is continuing that protection, watching over her like the family did years ago. That night, after Zara was asleep, Anna and Bilal sat in the living room with Max at their feet. They reflected on everything they had discovered. The hidden room, the letters, the photographs, and Max's extraordinary instincts had all shown them the deep connection between care, protection, and love. Bilal took Anna's hand. "I think Max is teaching us something important," he said. "Not just about protecting Zara, but about respecting the past and understanding that some things need to be handled carefully. Sometimes protection comes silently, and we only realize it when we pay attention." Anna nodded, feeling a sense of gratitude. Yes, Max has been our guide. He has shown us that we cannot take our safety for granted even in our own home. He has instincts that we cannot explain, and he used them to keep Zara safe. Max rested his head on Anna's lap, looking at both of them with calm, intelligent eyes. He had been through unusual nights, sensed hidden dangers, and guided them to the secret stories of the house. Yet he remained gentle, patient, and loving, a true guardian for the little family. The next morning, Anna and Bilal decided to take Zara to the nursery together, carrying with them a sense of wonder and appreciation for their dog. Max followed, alert as ever, but this time with a sense of calm pride. He had fulfilled his role in protecting Zara and guiding them through the mysteries of the hidden room. Anna placed Zara in her crib while Bilal adjusted the room, making sure the corners were safe and comfortable. Max sat beside the crib, eyes fixed on the little girl, ready to act if needed. Anna and Bilal watched the bond between their dog and their daughter grow stronger each day. Even as the house returned to normal routines, the family could not forget the lessons of trust, loyalty, and protection that Max had shown. He was more than a pet. He was a hero, a teacher, and a guardian. Through his careful instincts, Max had connected the past to the present, ensuring that the family's memories, safety, and love remained secure. In the weeks that followed, Anna and Bilal continued exploring the hidden room, discovering small treasures and stories that filled them with wonder. Max remained ever vigilant, quietly guarding Zara and reminding them that sometimes the greatest protection comes from the most loyal hearts. The days following the discovery of the hidden room brought a sense of curiosity and wonder to Anna and Bilal's lives. Each morning, Anna would wake to find Max already alert, sitting beside Zara's crib. His eyes followed every movement and his ears twitched at even the faintest sound. It amazed Anna and Bilal how attentive he remained, even though nothing unusual seemed to be happening. One afternoon, Anna decided to review the letters and photographs from the hidden room once more. She hoped to learn more about the family who had lived in the house years ago. Bilal joined her and Max lay quietly at their feet, occasionally lifting his head to glance at Zara. Anna carefully opened a bundle of letters tied with a faded ribbon. The handwriting was elegant but hurried, as if the writer had been in a hurry to preserve memories before leaving. Most letters described daily life, celebrations, and family traditions. But one letter was different. It mentioned a concern about someone entering the house without permission and urged the family to protect their belongings and their space. Bilal read the letter over Anna's shoulder. It seems the previous family was worried about intruders. They must have felt that the hidden room needed protection. That explains why Max reacted the way he did. He sensed something important and unusual. Anna nodded. Yes, but what could have triggered him now? The house is quiet and we haven't seen anyone strange. That evening, after putting Zara to sleep, Anna and Bilal decided to check the hidden room one more time. Max followed closely, alert and serious. As they entered, they noticed something unusual. The small trinkets and letters they had placed on the table were slightly moved, as if someone had touched them. Bilal frowned. We didn't leave anyone here. Could it be the wind? Anna shook her head. No, the windows are closed and there is no breeze. Max seems to sense something. Let's be careful. Max moved to the corner near the small floor compartment, sniffing intensely. He pawed at the floor, then barked once, low and controlled. Anna and Bilal exchanged worried looks. Max had never reacted like this without reason. Bilal carefully lifted the floorboard, revealing the smaller compartment once more. Inside, one of the envelopes they had left earlier was missing. Anna's heart raced. It was here before, she said softly. Now it's gone. Max barked again, pacing in the room. It was clear that he understood the change and wanted to alert Anna and Bilal. His instincts were telling them that something unusual had occurred. Anna picked up her phone and checked the cameras. The footage showed a faint shadow moving near the hidden room late in the afternoon. It was quick and almost imperceptible, but Max had noticed it immediately. The couple realized that Max's protective behavior was vital. Without him, they might never have realized that someone had entered their home. Bilal took a deep breath. We should call the police. This is not just curiosity anymore. Someone entered the house and touched the hidden items. Max was right to be alert. Anna nodded and made the call, explaining the situation carefully. Within minutes, officers arrived to investigate. Max remained calm but alert, watching the visitors as if guiding them to the exact place of concern. The police examined the hidden room and the surrounding areas. They found no signs of forced entry, which was strange. It seemed as if someone had known about the hidden compartment and accessed it without leaving obvious marks. Max sniffed around, occasionally guiding the officers toward the small floor compartment. One officer said, "This dog is amazing. He seems to know exactly what's important." Anna smiled, proud of Max. He has always been protective of Zara. He can sense things humans cannot. The police decided to take a closer look at the neighborhood and review any recent disturbances. Anna and Bilal watched Max carefully, noticing how he remained close to Zara, never letting her out of his sight. His loyalty and intelligence were extraordinary. The next morning, Anna decided to keep a closer watch over the house. She set up additional cameras and motion sensors to ensure that any unusual activity would be detected immediately. Max stayed beside her as she worked, occasionally sniffing corners and alerting her to sounds outside. Bilal joined her later, carrying Zara. He smiled at Max. "You've become more than a pet, Max. You're our guardian, and now we know you're protecting not only Zara but our home as well." Max wagged his tail slightly, a gesture of calm acknowledgement. He understood that the family recognized his efforts, but he remained vigilant. Days went by, and the police investigation revealed that someone had been trying to access the hidden room. There was no evidence of theft, but it was clear that the house had attracted attention. Max's instincts had prevented any harm, ensuring that the family remained safe. Anna and Bilal were more cautious than ever. They reinforced the doors, checked the windows, and made sure that Max had access to all parts of the house where he could monitor activity. Max's presence was a comfort and a reminder that their home was protected. One evening, as the sun set and the sky turned soft shades of pink and orange, Anna sat in the nursery with Zara in her lap. Max lay beside them, alert but calm. Anna reflected on the past weeks, the hidden room, the letters, the photographs, and Max's extraordinary behavior. Bilal joined her, carrying a small box of new locks and security tools. "We'll make sure everything is secure," he said. "Max helped us discover the hidden room. Now it's our turn to protect it and Zara." Anna nodded. "Yes, Max has taught us something important. Protection is not just about locking doors or setting alarms. It's about awareness, vigilance, and caring deeply for the people you love." Max lifted his head and looked at Anna and Zara, his eyes full of understanding. It was as if he knew that his role as protector was recognized and appreciated. Anna stroked his fur gently, feeling gratitude for his presence and loyalty. The days continued with a balance of calm and curiosity. Anna and Bilal explored the hidden room carefully, documenting each letter and photograph. Max remained nearby, alert and watchful, occasionally barking softly at sounds outside the windows or from the hallways. Zara grew stronger each day, giggling and cooing, often reaching out to Max. He responded gently, nudging her hand with his nose or letting her rest against his side. The bond between the three grew stronger, a silent promise of protection, love, and trust. One afternoon, Anna discovered another letter tucked behind a photograph in the hidden room. It spoke of the importance of family, loyalty, and protecting those you love. Anna read it aloud, her voice soft and thoughtful. "It says that true protection comes from understanding and caring for each other. The family valued safety, love, and trust above all." Bilal listened intently. "That is exactly what Max is showing us. He is teaching us about loyalty and awareness. He protects Zara, and he reminds us to be mindful of what matters most." That evening, the family sat together in the living room. Zara played with a small toy while Max lay beside her, keeping watch. Anna and Bilal reflected on the extraordinary weeks they had experienced. From the discovery of the hidden room to Max's extraordinary instincts, their lives had been filled with lessons about vigilance, love, and family. Anna stroked Max's head. "Thank you, Max. You are more than a dog. You are a part of our family, and you have kept us safe in ways we cannot fully explain." Bilal smiled and nodded. "Yes, Max, you are our guardian. We will always trust your instincts and follow your guidance." Max lifted his head and wagged his tail slightly, a quiet acknowledgement of their words. He had done his job, protecting Zara and guiding Anna and Bilal through the mysteries of their home. His loyalty, intelligence, and care had made all the difference. As night fell, the family felt a sense of peace. The hidden room had revealed its secrets. Max had fulfilled his role as protector, and Zara was safe in her crib. Anna and Bilal knew that the bond they shared with Max was extraordinary, a connection that went beyond words and showed the true meaning of loyalty and love. The house was now filled with a deeper understanding of history, family, and protection. Max had not only safeguarded their home, but had also taught them to value awareness, care, and vigilance. Anna and Bilal felt grateful every day for their extraordinary German shepherd, who had become a hero in the most gentle and remarkable way. The weeks passed, and life at Anna and Bilal's home slowly returned to a comforting rhythm. Max continued to watch over Zara with unbroken attention. Every morning he would sit beside her crib as she woke up, his eyes following her tiny movements. It had become a quiet ritual, and Anna and Bilal often smiled at the sight. Max had truly become more than a pet. He was a guardian, a companion, and a silent protector. Despite the calm, Anna and Bilal remained curious about the hidden room. They had explored it thoroughly, reading the letters, studying the photographs, and understanding the history of the family who had once lived there. The letters spoke of love, loyalty, and the importance of protecting those you care for. Anna realized that Max's extraordinary instincts had guided them not only to the hidden room, but also to a deeper understanding of safety and trust. One afternoon, as the sun filtered through the nursery window, Anna sat with Zara on her lap, reading one of the letters aloud. Bilal was nearby, carefully cataloging photographs. Max lay quietly beside them, occasionally lifting his head to glance at the little girl. Suddenly, Max's ears twitched sharply. He rose to his feet, growling softly, and ran to the living room. Anna and Bilal exchanged surprised glances. "What is it, Max?" Anna asked gently. Max pawed at the front door and barked, clearly signaling that someone was outside. Bilal quickly stood and peered through the window. He saw a delivery person with a package, but something felt unusual to him. Max's alertness was not casual, it was precise and urgent. Bilal opened the door carefully, keeping Max beside him. The delivery person handed over a small box, apologizing for the delay. Bilal accepted it, but Max continued to growl softly, watching the person leave. Anna took the package inside and set it on the table. Max remained alert, and Anna carefully opened the box. Inside, they found more letters and documents from the previous family, sent recently by a distant relative who had discovered the hidden room's importance. The letters explained more about the family's history, the treasures they had protected, and the reasons behind the secrecy. Anna read the letters aloud. They spoke of loyalty, trust, and the care the family had taken to keep their memories safe. One letter mentioned that the house had always been watched over by someone special, and now it seemed that Max had taken on that role for Zara. Anna felt tears in her eyes as she looked at the dog. "Max, you are amazing," she whispered. "You've become the guardian of this house just like the family before us." Bilal nodded. "Yes, he has saved us from potential danger, guided us to the hidden room, and protected Zara every step of the way. We owe him more than we can say." That evening, as the family gathered in the living room, Anna and Bilal reflected on everything that had happened. From the discovery of the hidden room to the arrival of the letters, it was clear that Max's instincts had guided them through each moment. He had sensed things humans could not, protecting Zara from unseen risks. Suddenly, Max ran to the hidden room, barking softly and pawing at the floor. Anna and Bilal followed, curious and cautious. When they looked inside, they noticed something extraordinary. One of the trinkets they had discovered earlier was glowing faintly, catching the light from the lamp. It was a small old locket, delicate and intricately designed. Max sniffed it and wagged his tail gently, as if indicating its importance. Anna picked up the locket carefully. Inside was a photograph of a young child smiling and holding a small dog that looked remarkably like Max. Anna's heart skipped a beat. Could it be possible that the previous family had a dog with instincts similar to Max's? The resemblance was uncanny, and it seemed as if Max had understood the connection immediately. Bilal looked at Anna, astonished. Max must have felt the importance of this locket. It's like he knows the history of this house and the family that lived here before us. Anna hugged Max tightly, feeling gratitude and admiration. "You've done so much for us, Max, we could never thank you enough." The following days brought more discoveries. The letters explained the family's tradition of protecting important items and memories, ensuring that their stories were preserved. Anna and Bilal realized that Max had become part of that tradition, guarding Zara and their home with loyalty and intelligence. One morning, Anna noticed Max acting unusually excited near the hidden room. He barked softly, pacing back and forth, and then ran to the nursery. Anna followed and saw Zara playing quietly on the floor. Max nudged her gently, then ran back to the hidden room, barking softly. Anna and Bilal exchanged glances. It seemed that Max was directing them to something they had not yet noticed. Carefully, they opened the hidden compartment beneath the floorboard. Inside, they found a small envelope that had been overlooked before. Anna opened it and discovered a handwritten note addressed to the future family. It spoke of care, protection, and the importance of love. The note expressed hope that whoever lived in the house would value family, safety, and loyalty. Anna smiled through tears. Max, this note is for you too. You've shown us exactly what it means to protect and love unconditionally. Bilal nodded. He is part of the family's legacy now, carrying forward the tradition of guarding the home and those who live here. Max has proven himself in every way. As the days continued, life became peaceful and joyful. Zara grew stronger and more curious, often crawling toward Max and playing with him. Max was patient and gentle, guiding her and keeping her safe at all times. Anna and Bilal felt a deep sense of gratitude for the extraordinary dog who had become their guardian. One evening, Anna reflected on the entire journey. From the first night when Max refused to leave Zara's room, to the discovery of the hidden room and the arrival of the letters and locket. It had been an extraordinary experience. Max had shown them the meaning of loyalty, courage, and care. He had protected their daughter and guided them through a story that connected the past to the present. Bilal joined her, smiling as he watched Max and Zara play. We will always remember what he has done. Max is not just a pet. He is a hero, a protector, and a member of our family in every sense. Anna nodded. Yes, he has taught us so much about love, protection, and trust. We are lucky to have him. That night, as Zara slept peacefully in her crib, Max lay beside her, alert but calm. Anna and Bilal watched him with admiration and love, knowing that he would continue to protect their family in ways that were both gentle and extraordinary. The hidden room remained a place of curiosity and discovery, filled with letters, photographs, and memories of the past. Max, however, remained the true guardian, guiding Anna and Bilal through every moment and ensuring that their daughter was safe. From that day forward, the family lived with a sense of wonder and gratitude. Max's extraordinary instincts had not only protected Zara, but had connected them to the history of the house and the values of the family who had lived there before. Anna and Bilal felt honored to continue that legacy, with Max by their side every step of the way. Years later, as Zara grew older, she often asked Anna and Bilal about the hidden room and the letters. They told her the story of Max, the loyal German shepherd who had refused to leave her side, guided them to the hidden room, and protected their family. Zara listened with wide eyes, understanding the bond between humans and animals, and learning the importance of loyalty, care, and protection. Max lived a long and happy life with the family, always watching over Zara and the house. His presence became a symbol of love and safety, a reminder that loyalty and courage could come in the most unexpected forms. Anna and Bilal often reflected on the extraordinary events that had brought them closer as a family and had revealed the true hero in their lives, a dog whose instincts and heart had changed everything. The story of the hidden room, the letters, and Max's heroic actions became a treasured memory for the family. It reminded them daily that love, care, and vigilance were the most powerful forms of protection. Max had proven that sometimes the greatest heroes do not wear capes. They have 4 paws, a loyal heart, and an unwavering dedication to those they love. Anna, Bilal, and Zara lived in the house with a renewed sense of safety and joy. Max remained at their side, calm, intelligent, and always attentive. The bond between them grew stronger every day, a living testament to trust, loyalty, and the extraordinary connection between humans and animals. And in the quiet moments, when the house was calm and the sun set in the sky, Max would sit beside Zara's crib, just as he had on that first night. His eyes watched over her with gentle vigilance, a silent promise that no matter what, he would always protect his family.